Next, I'd like to introduce Mayor Paula Hicks-Hudson of Toledo, Ohio. She was born in Southwest Ohio, and her educational path took her outside of Ohio to Georgia, Colorado, and Iowa, earning degrees in political science, communications, as well as a law degree. In her professional career, she has spent time as Assistant Lucas County Prosecutor, Assistant Public Defender, and Assistant State Attorney General. She served as the Legislative Director of the Toledo City Council, and her work history also includes serving as Deputy Director of the Lucas County Board of Education and Chief Legal Counsel to the Ohio Office of Budget and Management under Governor Strickland. She served on the Toledo City Council and became President of the Council in 2013. She was first appointed as mayor in 2015, and she won the special election held this past November. Mayor Hicks-Hudson, thank you for joining us today. We know you have the best interests of the citizens of Toledo at heart.
Thank you. Good morning, and I too would like to thank you for this opportunity to be here and to just speak briefly from the perspective of being at the mouth of the Maumee River. And I also want to give, I guess, acknowledgement to my two other elected officials, the commissioners from Lucas County, Commissioner Wozniak and Commissioner Contrada, because we are working together in a partnership to be the ones at the end of the river that gets all of the nutrients and the other things that come into the Maumee River, and working together to come up with a strategy for how we can treat the water. I also want to thank Mr. Chief Weller for that announcement, because it is important for us to have the dollars and the resources for our partners in the agricultural community. But it's also a partnership that transcends not only the agriculture community, the recreational community, such as our boat captains who take fishermen out on the lake, and the fact that we have one of the most beautiful natural resources, which is Lake Erie, and that we have a duty, as Congressman Capter said, of protection and to preserve it for this future generation. I talk about the city of Toledo being a 21st century city, a city that is able to prepare and to provide safe drinking water, a safe neighborhood, and other things. And one of the most critical things that we have to have is safe water. And we talk about healing the lake. And one of the things that I think that we've learned today is that there's a major step forward for us through the agriculture community of beginning to heal the lake. It is a process that's going to take time, but if we are vigilant, if we are willing to set aside our political partisanship, our internal interests, we will be able to address this issue. And I believe, Congresswoman, that we will be able to make a dent, because we're not fools. We understand that we are on this earth and that we have a responsibility to not only ourselves but to this next generation. And the fact that the scientists are providing us with the data, so there's no longer these hypotheticals, but we actually have hard information that will form and conform our actions and our decisions. I believe that we will be able to solve this problem. I have to do that as the mayor of the city. We have to dwell in possibilities, not in pessimism, because pessimism gets us nowhere. It cripples us. The fact that we have a need for keeping our water safe and to heal the lake as a top priority for the city of Toledo, in partnership with the commissioners, with our other elected officials throughout this region, is a top priority for me as well as for them. And it is one of our most important challenges that we face here. The City of Toledo continues its collaboration with researchers, policymakers, and others regarding this persistent nutrient loading that threatens Lake Erie water quality. Both the costs and the challenges for making safe drinking water is increasing dramatically, and we at the city have been using more and more of our resources to ensure that we produce safe drinking water. This morning, we have heard about an important measures to help reduce runoff from farms in Western Lake Erie Basin. That's just one step and one beginning. That begins for us a challenge for the others of us who are not in agriculture to find ways in which we too can heal the lake. I have to thank Congresswoman Capter not only for her vision but her leadership, because it has been constant in advocating on behalf of our precious lake. Marcy has brought funding for much needed research to provide scientific data to help drive our decisions, and I believe that that's one of the reasons that we're here today to hear this wonderful announcement. I believe that we have to think about our future. I believe that together we are going to make a difference. I know that every one of you that are in this room are here because you are either a scientist, a policymaker, a worker in the industry, someone who has a benefit from the information that we see today. I leave you with this word about dwelling in possibilities and the challenges that we face. I believe that we can make it. I believe that we will meet these challenges, but I believe that we have to leave our egos, our selfishness, and our thoughts about where we come from at the door and think of ways that are different. If you think about it, that now we have the ability to communicate by touching a button on an instrument that looks like a wristwatch. Whereas just 30 years ago, no one would have thought about that. I think that if we would expand our ideas and go across cultures and policies and disciplines, we will come up with the answer. And so I challenge each and every one of you today to listen very carefully, to take this information back to each of your individual disciplines, and don't sit on it. Don't put it on the shelf, but figure out a way who you can talk to, who you can reach out to, so that we can make a difference, that we can improve the quality of our lake. My children, my grandchildren, your grandchildren are counting on us, and we can no longer wait. So thank you very much for this opportunity, and I look forward to hearing of great things. Thank you.